Hi everybody, last month I did my first monthly reading for everybody with the Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guide cards. They're by Stephen D. Farmer. And the message for August was the spider, and I laughed every single time I saw a spider because I saw way more spiders than I usually do. And every time I saw one I just kind of chuckled to myself because I knew that was the Animal Spirit Guide message for the month. So I'm going to do the reading today for September. And I hope that this will help you in some way. I find these cards to be very, very accurate, and they're so unique. I love them so much. So I'm just going to focus here and shuffle and ask that the message that will benefit everyone will come through. I think we're going to go with this one. Okay. So we have the gorilla for the month of September. This reminds me of my friend Kyle right away because he's talking about gorillas all the time. Anyways, it says, take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Once again, you can kind of take a look at that. Very cool. So I'm just going to grab the book, which is right behind. And gorilla, that's page 55. Okay, so here we go. Here's the extended message for you. The bond between family members can gradually decay and become stifled unless it's continually nourished with loving attention. And one of the simplest yet most elegant ways of showing that attention is to listen compassionately to those you care about the most. Otherwise, you risk taking them for granted, assuming that they'll always be there and that they know that you love them. How many times do we do that? We just assume that people know that we love them, and we don't say it, we don't express it, and sometimes we almost hint at it without actually saying it. So I think that's very interesting. Very interesting. Take time to have a conversation, starting with relatively superficial topics and then moving into more in-depth personal themes and then adding your own tidbits, but primarily focusing on what the other person has to say. And that's another thing we do too. I think sometimes we're planning already what we're going to say before we even hear what the other person says. So these are good things to pay attention to. Show your spouse, partner, children, parents, or elders your love by listening and really hearing what they have to say about how they feel and what they think. This not only generates a deeper, more lasting affection between you and the other person, but far exceeds saying I love you with no real feeling behind it. And that is so true, isn't it? Even on the phone, like if you're talking to your parents or grandparents or whoever, it might even be your spouse, it might even say, yeah, I love you, bye. You know? And these are the things that we forget. And yes, I think we don't even say I love you enough, but I think sometimes we say it and it's just one of those things that rolls off the tongue, just like many other things we say. And I think it is so important to have meaningful conversations with people and to focus on the feeling and not just all the words we spit out all the time. People are constantly changing and evolving, adding new experiences and insights. Who someone is today, while built on a foundation of a core self, changes and is continuously elaborating on that core self. Find the newness and freshness in those you love, which includes both your biological, marital families, as well as your close friends whom you've informally adopted as family. I think this is just getting to me, you know, because I just think this is such an important message. That just touched on something really awesome. The fact that we're always evolving, we're ever changing, we're ever evolving beings. And I think sometimes, I know I'm so bad for this, but I tend to be really harsh with those that I really love and that I really care about. And I think that kind of stems from being really harsh with myself. And I think my closest family and my closest friends and the closest people that I have to me, the people that I love the most are always the people that I pick on the most. And not like make fun of them, but pick on them in the sense of noticing their flaws and maybe calling them out on their BS a bit too much, like on a regular basis, and like always being aware of what their flaws are and what, you know, drives me nuts about them and stuff like that. And I guess it's such a good reminder to realize that people, just like me, are always changing. And because I know I am certainly always changing. I am changing very rapidly. I grow very rapidly, especially spiritually. And to think that other people are just staying the same while I'm just moving on and evolving would be, kind of silly to think that. So it's good to take a moment to see how people are changing and evolving as well, and to give them credit for all of their growth, because we all are growing. And we don't always grow at the same pace or in the same way, but we all are growing. So the associations words, they have some words in here that always go with the message. So these are like the key words for the month: intelligence, peacefulness, family, strength, nobility, generosity, gentleness, calmness, loyalty, patience, steadiness, and I thought it was conversation. It's conservation. Interesting, but definitely conversation as well. So that's the message for September. I hope that helps you, and I hope that inspires you to be more gentle with yourself and with others, and to really express your love and not just say it and then run away, or say it without feeling it. So enjoy this beautiful month of September. I honestly feel like I went outside today and the air was just different. It was a bit more cool and chilly, and it just feels like it's finally fall. It's September. It's the time for change. Lots of stuff going on, lots of changes, and this is a positive thing. So remember to take time to really share how you feel with those that you love, and it will be given back to you, and it will be much appreciated. Have a wonderful month, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.